Hello, wonderful family. Another glorious day and another beautiful opportunity to share this word with you. Hallelujah. I want to continue based on what we recorded yesterday concerning another angle of faith, or another look of faith using Mark 11:23 and 24. And this just occurred to me yesterday when I was meditating. We said the Bible talked about when Jesus cursed the fig tree. He spoke to it. Basically, he said life should not exist in that fig tree again. And he didn't bother himself. He went about his business. And at the end of the day, the disciples noticed that the fig tree had withered from its root. Now, when Peter called to Jesus' attention that how come this thing had happened so soon, Jesus told him, have faith in God. And then he says, verily I say unto you, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he said. Nice and good. Now I want to give a typical example. Today's one is going to be short and brief. Now, in this instance, Jesus was turning off life. So imagine a scenario where you're about to leave your house. And the switch, this is at night now, you're about to leave your house to drive away to somewhere, and you walk out and your house is such that the switch for the light switch is at the end of a passage, and you reach out and turn off that switch. You don't go back usually to check inside the house if the lights went off after you turned off the switch. I'm talking of a switch now that is in a remote location. You don't go back to check. If you're confident that basically you would have confidence in the switch that when you turn off that switch, power is cut off and the light bulb will go off in the house. That's the same thing that Jesus did with respect to that fig tree. He turned off the light bulb. He didn't bother himself going to check whether the bulb had gone off, because as far as he was concerned, he had turned off power. Now that's the same thing with if you're telling that mountain to be lifted up and cast into the sea. You are turning off the switch, the light switch, and as far as you're concerned, you've turned off power. So that mountain cannot exist again. If you have the same mindset, that the same way I turn off the switch here, when I make a pronouncement, say, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, or in like manner, you are turning off the spiritual switch for life for that thing. And that thing must, according to the master, must obey and disappear. Whatever it is, I'm just using the example of getting rid of something, be it sickness or something of that nature. When you give that order, it's as akin to your turning off the switch, and it must obey you. God bless you. Hallelujah.